Level 158, Improvisation. And that's what we're doing. We're learning how to play lead guitar using the C major scale that we've learned in levels. Right now you're practicing forms 1, 2, and 3 of the C major scale using quarter and eighth notes. And those are the tools that we're going to use to play lead guitar. You're going to use a backing track which includes a 1, 5, 6, 4 progression in key of C major. And that's these chords here: C, G, A minor, and then your F major. Every one of those chords belong to the C major scale. Every one of the notes of those chords belong to this scale. So that's the C major scale that you're working on daily. And because those notes of those chords belong to that scale, we can combine those to create lead guitar parts. In this first exercise, we're going to perform over the backing track underneath this video. I've got it set for 60 beats per minute equals the quarter note. And that's what we're going to use. We're going to use our Form 1 C major scale, which you should be practicing daily. It's part of your practice routine. We're going to use that scale using only quarter notes, and we're just going to practice playing up and down the scale with the backing track. So we're going to keep things simple here in the beginning. Now, here's how it works. I'm going to go ahead and set this to play, and it's probably a good idea to count these notes out first. So these are quarter notes. Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all quarter notes. 2. And it doesn't matter where you start, every one of these notes are going to sound good. And you don't have to perform that scale exactly the way I did. If you want to start in the middle part of the scale, you're welcome to. Every single note of that scale is going to sound good. So you can start your quarter notes at any point within the scale and then just practice counting to 4 as you play. Okay, well, the next part to this development is we're going to insert eighth notes into this chord progression. And so once you get comfortable playing quarter notes, we can speed things up a little bit. We're not speeding up the song, we're just speeding up how fast we play the notes. As you know, eighth notes are twice as fast as quarter notes. So that's our next stage of development for lead guitar. Let's get started. We're going to count eighth notes over the top of the backing track. As you know, we count eighth notes like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So here's how it sounds with our voice. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. So very important to be able to sync your mind up with the rhythm in this progression. And so next we're going to play those eighth notes over the top of the chord progression. Now we're not going to play eighth notes through the entire exercise. What we're going to do is we're going to insert the occasional eighth note over the top of existing quarter notes. So if these are quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, what we'll do is we'll insert the occasional eighth note. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. See how I did that? Here's what it sounds like over the backing track. Two, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what I want you to do. You're just going to play quarter notes, and every now and then you'll drop in an eighth note. Just like I did there. You should feel that rhythm. You know what quarters and eighth notes are. Ta, 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 ta. That was a little more exciting because we got to shape the melody using rhythm, quarters and eighth notes. We still only went one direction, but in this section what we're going to do is we're going to choose the notes that we want to play within the C major scale. And so this is going to add to the creative process. We're going to go back to playing using only quarter notes until we get comfortable creating our own melodies, and then we'll add eighth notes. And it's going to be a lot of fun then. All right, let's get started on shaping our own melodies using quarter notes. Okay, I'm going to start the backing track, and the melodies that you're about to hear will be created for the first time. In other words, I didn't rehearse this guitar solo. I'm just playing notes that belong to the C major scale using quarter notes. Watch this. Randomly playing notes, and they all sound good. And you can do this too. See how that worked? It doesn't matter what note you play within that progression, they're all going to sound good. Now, there are tricks to making a solo sound better, but for right now, all I want you to do is to use your creative process and just play the notes that belong to that C major scale over this backing track, and only use quarter notes. It's very important as we build our foundations. Okay, we're going to incorporate eighth notes into creating our own melodies within the C major scale. And so all the notes you're about to hear me play are unrehearsed. I am improvising this, just playing the notes of the scale and throwing in the occasional eighth note. Sounds pretty good. Watch this. Two, three, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I had no idea what I just played. All I know is that all those notes belong to the C major scale and that they were quarter and eighth notes. And that's what I want you to do, is to use your own creative process using form 1 of your C major scale. Now once you get comfortable with that, you can start applying that to forms 2 and 3 of your C major scale, just like we did here. All right. Well, enjoy that, and we're going to have more backing tracks in future levels as we develop our improvisation skills. I'm going to show you some tricks that are going to make your melodies sound more interesting. But for now, this is all you need to do. Just focus on these basics, get really good at them. All right. Good luck, and we'll see you in the next level.